First, I would like to read you something, which is from the English dictionary, and it says migration, seasonal, so season, movement of animals from one region to another. This butterfly's annual migration across North America, as an example. Or 2, movement of people to a new area or country in order to find work or better living conditions. The extensive rural countryside to urban migration has created a severe housing shortage. Or movement from one part of something to another. Movement from one part of something to another. So not the whole thing, just one part. And the example is, there is virtually no cell migration in plants. But, so this is like definition of what migration is. So I want you to, I'm gonna give you 10 seconds, and then we're gonna make a round, and you're gonna say one word. Either an association, or you say, boat of migrants from North Africa to Europe. One image, one word, migration is leaving my house. It can be personal. It can be a color, something that you give an association to. Okay? Let's try to, no, I'm gonna give you 10 seconds to think of one specific thing to what I've read. Migration of one part of the world to another place, migration of animals, movement of people to a new area or country. Okay, let's go.
Black. Boat.
Boat.
Lopen.
Lopen.
Neighbor.
Neighbor.
Smooth.
Dansen.
Lopen.
Lopen.
River.
River.
Dangerous.
Dangerous.
En dus last is die...
Mountain.
Mount.
Volgens mij zit het een beetje vast.
Bird in the
De ijs
sky.
is last. Beweging.
Sadness. Love.
Dit is goed. Love, dat komt zo uit.
Nature.
Nature. Okay. So, see that each one of us has already very different association of the same thing. And this is what we're gonna do. So, you're gonna say new group. I'm gonna give to each one of you a different task on how to manipulate the material. That's all. Okay. You were in this group? Yes. I'm gonna give to this group time and timing. So, according to the words you have heard, black, sadness, mountain, you're gonna start to, you have a series of movements and you can change the speed of it. Like, this is one movement and I can make it very slow, I can make it quick.
Weet je wat kunnen we ook proberen?
So you're changing the time, but also the timing, meaning I can have a movement that is repeated.
En dan switch deels van mij en dan
And it stays, or it stays and it accelerates to go
zeg maar dat voor het eerst
So you don't change the movement. We all see what the movement was. You try to translate migration
en dan doe ik ook
through time and time. So you can repeat the movement.
Ja, camera 1, dan
You
zoek ik
can
uit.
slow it down, make it faster. This
Ja.
can already can take forever to arrive here. Keep it short. I don't need 15 minutes of choreography. Is it clear?
Yes.
The group there, we're gonna work on relation. That means it's 4 of you, but are you working all together at the same time? Is it unismo? How close are you? What happens if I do this movement and you're not moving? and they get too close to you, or I'm using this to get away from you. So relation among the four of you. One is moving 3 knots. 3 are moving towards one. Remember that we are trying to create migration, mountain, black, bird in the sky. Try to.
But you use the same movements you did
The movement you have.
Okay, and then you cancel it. Okay. Nice.
The third group here is you, no? Okay. You're gonna work with space. So I'm gonna tell you that the audience is there. I have dance material that is here, but if you're the audience, this is my dance material, but the same dance material is very different if I'm here, or if I'm using to get slowly away or slowly close, or if I'm doing it back to you. So I'm gonna tell you that the audience is there. Yeah. And you can reorganize the movement in terms of space, like, this movement goes from there to there, and then it comes back, or I don't know, there we go. Not only in the space in the room, but your own space. It's different if I do this, and you're my audience. It's different if I do this, and I see something else. This. It's all different images. The same material, it becomes completely different. And you try to work with the idea of migration. Is it clear for everybody?
Yes.
Nederlands vertaling? Nee. Nodig. Ja? Goed. Oké, 5 minutes. 5 minuten.
Oké, maar wacht even. We doen het zelf. We voelen elkaar aan. We zijn inmiddels van dat ik of zo uit elkaar. Ik dacht. Dat is zo van. Oh, dat is zo cool. Dat is wat was dat? Dan nu het licht. Kan ik was zeg maar hier. Zijn de oude. Oh, zo ja. Ja, dan jullie extra. Oh, die denk ik zeg maar snel. Ja, snel. Als ik het ga je naar buiten. We kunnen helemaal 8 uur en dan weer. Ja. Maar dan kan je al een schouder weer. Oké. Ja, op de gang. Ik ben helemaal achteraf. Ja, ik zal twee keer in de dag. Oh ja, omhoog. Nee, jij naar horen gaan. Waarom is dat mooi? Zo'n 2 en dan zo naar horen. Ja. Omhoog. Die hebben ze nou. Ja, maar als je heel langzaam gaat, hebben we nog niet. Als je echt heel langzaam gaat, dan kun je dat doen. Maar ik doe zo, hè? Niet meer bedragen. Maar ik ga zo bijna maar zit hij dan niet wel? Hoe dichtbij dan? Echt nog niet het eerste keer verschil? Ja, zeg maar. Nee, dat is
En doe jij het, Gio?
Last minute.
En dan
Klaar?
Yes.
Dan zeg maar.
Dus waar kijken we naar met de draai?
Hij kijkt heel goed.
Alright, let's get it here.
Maar ik ben nog wel goed.
Let's get it here and can you show us what you've done? It's all, don't worry, it's all fresh.
Yeah.
Wait a second. At the end, you can give a word of association that it gives you. Like, I think of this, I think of that, or nothing. Completely transformed.
Connected.
Connected.
Close.
Close. Here? More?
Zo.
What I saw and what does relation does. Before I saw 4 dancers with dance. And I could see, okay, her leg is higher, her leg is lower. So I saw the dance material. And I was more seeing often situation. 4 people like this, inside the leg. It became like more a situation, image. This is what relation does. It creates more situations. Because we read a lot through relation. It's different. This movement is different. And all of a sudden we don't see anymore the movements as alone. We see it in relation. It's a love. It's a hug. We don't see is a good dancer or not. It creates already a meaning. Okay, second group. We have a little bit more time. We're gonna run still. Ready? Go. Okay, same here, material is completely transformed. What did you think or associate with?
Space.
Yeah. But what kind of space? I saw ritual. I saw for a moment ritual because you were coming all
Yes.
in a circle.
And a lot of space to each other.
And I also
Or
saw a
each other.
different main thing. So you say a lot of space around each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's-
But what you're saying, like when it was organized around the circle, I saw circle. So this is what I read, and therefore I thought, maybe ceremony, ritual. And then they detached, and I saw people.
Yeah.
So when I see a shape, my brother says, line. Is it a wall? Association.
Yeah.
When I don't see a recognizable shape, people. So as a choreographer, do you want to give me an idea of a wall? And like migration, wall, closer. You need to play with something that my brain recognize. When we say theatrical translation of choreography, I'm not necessarily saying theatrical in terms of acting, but like with your dance, you are giving me little messages
Misschien is
that
dit mooi.
as a poetry, you are making me think of
Ja.
associations. Third group?
Ja, best. Deze? Deze?
Okay. Association ideas, what did you see compared to the first material, first time? Dynamic. So it was different. It was like not the same time, but different. And what did this different time did to you?
Het was spannender. Mooi ik zei. So struggles. Because they have to work harder and then they come further.
So for example, for me, 2 moments really changed. Like this, that took a long time at the beginning to go. And when you repeated this, which was for me was an attempt. It was like trying to. It started to have a sense of, you're trying to do something. Before, I saw 4 trained dancers doing a good movement, which I could appreciate. So it's like, oh, they're good. I see that you study a lot of dance. Good. But why don't you, I mean, like, we are here to understand how to use your study to make it bigger. So that it doesn't come here, but it comes here. So the next step. Is it clear what I'm talking about? Yes. So the next step is that each group can use all the elements that you see. You can steal from others ideas, or you can say, I like the circle. You can repeat things, you can use the timing, you can use the space.
Deze?
You can enter in relation how close you are. What happens when, because like, okay, it's not only about how close,
Zo?
but what happens when I'm here? Am I sensing and seeing?
Oké.
Or it's just a movement?
2,
It's
1.
possible. But already, like, something happens. You
3.
know, you're laughing. It happens because I'm really making it happen. I'm allowing this. So when you decide how close, if you're close, am I sensing her? Am I in dialogue with her dance, her body? Or is it just like the image that is close? It's like a more. So you can use all elements, and each group can use 1 chair. If you want. Vragen, questions? No?
Zou ik zo pakken? Nou, dat kan wel. We gaan overgooien.
Eén zo'n huis, dus dan wordt het een beetje
Heel veel, ja.
We mogen elkaar niet, dus we gaan allemaal vechten.
And you guys, from me, 8 minutes.
Oké.
Oké.
Maar wat zou het bij elkaar als we niet aan elkaar overgeven?
Zo. Ik denk wel weer van wat? Als je dan daarop kun je het doen.
Oh ja, oké.
Laten we het jotten. Ja, dan ben jij hoog en dan gaan we naar elkaar beginnen dan.
Ja, dus dan heb je. Ik doe hoor.
Ja.
Dus dan is het naar ons toe. Ja, er zijn het is niet meer en dan stop je weer alles lastig. Dat is wel goed, ja, dat kan wel. Maar echt, misschien nog wel echt zo. Dat zou je nog niet denken. Ja, dat jullie er ook zo. Nou, misschien maar een beetje dat je als zij nee, jullie allemaal. Uiteindelijk ja. Maar dat jullie kunnen dan ook doorgaan met een stap naar de stoel toe en wij kunnen dan ook een stap op de stoel. Ja.
Dus dan ga ik met z'n allen alleen maar afschrijven. Ja, dus maar. Ja, dat lijkt me bij wacht even. Nee, wij gaan zo. En dan gaan wij nog kun je niet. Oké, en dan komt en als wij dan als wij dan zeggen wanneer je kijkt en dan toch weggaan. Dat kan. Dan doe jij. Dan ga je weer terug. Dan mogen we gewoon deze en de andere pakken. Dat we dan ja, wacht even. Er staat wel zo. Dat is wat ik doe. Ik doe gewoon even. Maar je kan wel naar ons. Zodat ik al niet op het gaan weg. Maar wat doe wij doen? Zijn we gelijk? Nou, met doen? Wij gaan er dus aan doen? Ja. Ja, ja, precies. Nee, inderdaad. Hier, ja, dat is ook dat het zijn over. Oké, wil je langs dit? Ja, nou, heel leuk. Want anders blijven wij dan samen in gaan. Ja, we kunnen ook dus dat is mag ik ook gewoon bij jou? Ja, dat moet gaan. Heel lang. Wat het toch, je weet nog een stap en dan zo iemand. Ik hou dat wel net maar maar zijn ook meer dan 2 jaar. Dit is echt mal voor mij niet. Sorry. Oh, die als jij jij hebt hem. Oh, ja. Daarin ga ik best. Toen doen we die. En dan gaat die wij nog weer met weer. Hou op. Dat is wel lekker aan. Jullie staat heel ver. Nu eerst aan de helft. Kun je het even een eentje Nee, eerst deze nog. Ja. Ja. Nu wil... Ja, dat zei je wel. Dan moeten jullie echt weer allemaal laten slopen. Ja, maar daar weg is zo. Zo? Nee, dat kan niet altijd. Maar ik denk wel dat het mooi is. Ik denk dat als dit dan wel had je niet zo.
De kamer 3 bedoel?
Dan heb je... Ja!
Je bent hem ook nog vergeten. Ja, dan kunnen jullie wel samen die doen.
Ja, maar we moeten het erbij gewoon
Nee, klopt. Oh, en dan lopen wij dingen.
Ja, zo zit het bij het stoel. Het is opstaan. Oei, ja, weg. Oh, maar je ligt ook.
Alles met elkaar.
Ja, dus we hebben er nog. En jij ook naar voren. Ja, die kan draai.
Jij loopt naar achter en draait je om en eindigt dus aan.
Gewoon omhoog. Dat is maar moet ik dan met jullie doen? Maar we kunnen dit ook van hun stelen.
Nee, ja.
Die kant op. Ja. Wat is deze dan maar?
15 seconds.
15 seconds. Je benen laat maar.
Is het toch?
Nee, ik wil niet. Ja, als wij dat dan hebben. Als jij een video doet en wij nog verder met deze. Zo, dan ga je aan elkaar en dan zit je alleen nog zo op de stoel. Oké, dan ga ik wel anders zijn. Maar ja. Die was toch snel? Oké, en dan ik heb een idee. Ik denk dat je eerst gaan. Dan ga je weer uit elkaar. En opeens allemaal aan je. Ja, hoe wil je weggaan dan? Ja, met arm. Die is gewoon anders zien. Daarna deze. Arm is doen één keer deze. Dit kan je nog makkelijk zo doen. Kan je makkelijk heel ja, en dan nog een rondje. Ja, dus wat doen we? Ja, we hebben gewoon snel. Nee, we kunnen gewoon, maar welke is het? Zo mag niet uit. Gewoon uit elkaar. Iedereen heeft het echt niet. Ja, volgens mij ook.
Okay, let's come and show.
En dan? Ja, maar als jij zegt het maakt niet uit, dan heb ik het ook. En dan zo? 5 bewegingen en jij hebt het over 1. Oh, dat werkt niet. Dan is het doen.
Shall we start with you guys?
Ja, oké. Ja, ik heb geen idee wat jij komt. Ja.
Switch even naar...
Oh, ja? Beginnen? Mag ik beginnen?
So, we're gonna repeat, and when I say stop, you freeze. Okay?
Die draai doen we toch gewoon?
Ready? Go. Stop. Go. Stop. Go. Stop. Go. Stop. Stay, stay. Go. situation, images.
Lonely.
What happened when I say to stop?
It gets very interesting. You see what's happening in the faces.
Moment? What I imagine is that, okay, the girls are stopping, the one in the center is moving, or so what happened is that the situations became had more possibilities. So what I do when I make my own material, I film, I take out all the audio, and then I stop. Because then it's like, what is this image? Who can move, who can stay? What happens when? This is a tool that, even if you're making your own movement phrase, you can come.
Dus zo dat straks.
Yes, you can do this. So, as dancers, we have a lot of defects, a lot of problems. But one major is that we like to dance. So that when we start to dance, we just keep dancing. And sometimes we do things and we don't realize that we pass to the next. So one main job of the choreographer is to use dance as a tool, as an expression. The fact that I like to cook, it doesn't mean that I'm gonna feed you like this, whatever, all my chocolate and strawberry and pork and meat. No, I'm gonna first this bite, then a nice plate of pasta with lasagna, and then a grilled pork that maybe with asparagus, because you know, like you mix things. Like if you think of your favorite clothes, put your favorite scarf, your favorite trousers, and your favorite shoes together. Maybe they don't match. Maybe you're like a clown because you have red, purple. So it's not only in this is beautiful, yes. This is beautiful, yes. But are they together? Beauty is also in the relation between the elements, not necessarily in the all good products together. So sometimes the work, when you choreograph, you say, okay, this is really nice, but so you really have to throw a lot, because then when you find the essence, then you know what you're doing. Even if you're creating your own material, think of doing what is really, really important that stays. And then take out the rest. And then when you have it, say, okay, this is like the skeleton, and now I'm going to reconstruct the material. Is it clear what I'm saying? Yes. Good. Second group.
Jullie zo achterin, hè? Ik denk dat het meer.
Okay, let's start from the very beginning. So I invite you to start much further. Even further. And take at least 20 seconds to get there.
In dancing?
In your own movement, adapting or just going slower. Stop. Let's repeat. Which movement did you have before at the beginning? One, just like step, step, go. So just step, step and go, but you're gonna repeat it. Stop. Go. Okay, stop. Now, whatever you're doing, use a lot of muscular power, a lot of energy, tension. Reverse. And do it again very light. Come on. Miriam, Stephanie, stop, the other goes. Stop, we go. Keep walking.
Is het?
Okay. So thank you for amusing you to. So what have I done? I don't know, like I've done 2-3 things, not necessarily better or good, but I was looking for extremes. So she was a bit far away. What if she's very far? What if like there is this, it's really strong or it's really light? It changed completely. Now, maybe it wasn't better than the original, but it was definitely different. And I've done another thing, very small, is that as choreograph, you don't choreograph only the movement, but you choreograph my eyes. The first time you've done, I didn't know where to look because few things. It can be a strategy. You can just, I want the people to look for, because this is part, no? Immigration, confusion. I want them to look. There's a lot of things happening. But sometimes they say, there is this, because, You choreograph the eyes of the audience when you work with timing. Or already, like, if somebody's moving and somebody's still, I'm giving this space. Am I relating? Am I not relating? If I'm watching you dancing or not watching you, this creates a very different. If you're talking about migration and you talk about people, by looking, not looking, you create something that people do, relations. Are they friends? They're not friends. And you can tell a lot in the way that I'm looking at you, or my body present. Questions? So, to translate it very practically, what I invite you to do always, like, this is nice, because it was already nice the first time, but like, is there any way that it can be extreme? Where can I, like really pull? It's like, okay, if this is working, can I make it more dramatic? And by dramatic, I don't mean like drama, I mean like physically. Maybe, no, I don't like it. But by looking for this, you also naturally will create a different dynamics. Because otherwise you have step, 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 step. It's like I'm walking through you like this and not away. You have to, and I mean, like when we work just with times, it's interesting, but by making it more dramatic choice, already the timing is there, because I need more time to pull, I need more time to run from there. So it already tells you, okay, I need more time. Now here, go, fast. Clear?
Yes. Clear.
It's our next group, no? Yes.
Oh, Stefan.
What's your beginning position? Can you show me? Okay. So let's try this. Let's breathe. And you're gonna reorganize the front with the person here. So you're gonna move everything here. Let's try to see what happens. Okay, so what was the major difference for you?
Closer. Closer.
Yeah. What does it to you, closer?
Well, if I was sitting there, then you and then your experience is different than when it's more intense. You see more faces and eyes.
So what it does to me is that I feel the wind, and I really feel. I hear the breath, and I see the people. So like I almost feel it. And when it's there, it's more a story. It's more the graphic. The farther it is, of course, it's dance, so it has this kinesthetic power. But the closer you are, the more personal you become, very good. And the more you impact me, because, you know, like, this is different if it's coming. I mean, you don't have to be that close, but this is what happens when the further you go, the more it becomes an image. The closer you go, the more you become a person. And you also impact me. Imagine, like, on the street, you see a strange person, you know, like, but it's very far. You read, that's drug dealer, dangerous, very far. And imagine the same person very close to you. You already activate all a different series of perception. So the same material can be completely different according to how far it is. If it's in the center, if it's totally right, totally left. When we start to make work, we tend to put everything in the center because it's very easy. But the center is also very boring, very easily. It's like if you do the same material and then you put it in a corner, sometimes it's already getting something is there. So another thing, when you create material, deliberately rehearse it even in the wrong space. Sometimes you discover, no, but yes, this needs to go in the corner. It's like, yeah, everything in the center, but for this we come very close and then we go back. So these are very practical tools that can help you to discover what the potential of the material you have, already starting from something, you know, like you look at the material and you say, where do I think migration, movement, black, mountain, whatever we said before, where do I see it? Here, stop, take more time, more energy, put it in the corner. So already this is a way to look at the material. What I'm trying to say is that if you don't, I know that those are very simple things, but if you don't trick yourself, it's very hard to enter in the space, say, today I'm gonna be a genius and I'm gonna make my choreography. I know it's very hard to write with that. So what you do is, like, you see, it took 5 minutes to build up material. Something goes up here, don't jump. And then start to put things, and then you start to have ideas in relation, without, in the corner, around the corner. Make quick decision, don't make it another thing that can be really dangerous, to fall in love with your ideas. Oh, I really like that, so everything is about that. Yes, this is your idea, it's good, but destroy it, build it up, build it on, put it in the corner, and then you find even 100 more good ideas. What is it? I mean, like, it's very, because when I was asked, like, oh, you're gonna give a masterclass in choreography, I said, 1 hour and a half.
Ja, klopt. Ja.
And I was thinking, like, you know what, like, we can talk about works that I love, from Leeuwarden, from Alain Platel, but for me, my work is about how to trick me to create. because I work a lot with dancers. I work a lot with different dancers, but how do I trick? You can see it. So, how do I trick myself? How do I create the condition to create? So whether you're creating a small phrase for your own training or for an audition, because as dancers, some of you want to become choreographer, but some of you want to stay dancers, which is beautiful. But sometimes you have to create your own material. A lot of times, I don't work just with dancers that execute, I work with dancers that create material. So when I audition, I ask the dancer to show me what kind of material they create. So this is something also the more and more the choreographer asks from the dancers. And therefore, like sometimes when you say, okay, you have 5 minutes, you create material. So what you need to do is to break, exit from the panic, exit from the I need to be creative. No. I put things in space, I put things in time, and then while you're working, things appear, and then So what I'm saying is that choreography can be very practical. It needs to be practical. And the good thing is that you're working with dance, which is something very fluid, you know? Like it's here, it's there, and then you transform it, you can keep transforming. Do you have questions?
Pretty good question, but I really liked the workshop.
Yeah.
I learned a lot of small things that you said. Oh, okay, yeah. It will help myself with choreography.
Do you already have a strategy on how, I don't know how far you are in making the work, but how do you come with the material?
For Let's Dance? Or?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what's her name? She make
She choreographed. Choreographed.
Okay, so
I don't know the word. And we are just the dancers in the piece.
We support the for the older people,
Yes.
because they can't remember all the stuff, so we do some things extra and some things we help them. So we didn't really create, but Argentina asked us in front to send up what migration meant for us personal, and then rebuild the show.
sometimes it's very much enough to have one word. Even if you're making a dance phrase, before we said, let's start with moving from one body parts, which created a sort of a quality. And then I said, okay, put a few movements together. Sometimes it's really enough to say butterfly, or, tired. And then you organize the material around that word. House, mom, dog. I mean, something that you have a clear taste, feeling. It doesn't have to go that far to understanding. A very good thing is that, like, the more you do, the more. What I think is very important as choreographer is that your art needs to be now. If you're a painter, you can make very weird paintings which in 100 years that would be very good. Van Gogh didn't sell one painting, no? Because after, in time, people loved it. Now we pay 25 euros to go see the exposition. Choreography now, it either exists now or it will never exist. So it's all a work of following your authentic self in relation also with what people think, like, not like. That doesn't mean you have to please the people. So I'm gonna put the like here because people like that. But it's about understanding how you can be very close while you are stretching your hand to people to bring it to your work. I found it fascinating. Very difficult, but fascinating. So if you have any question on...
when is your show?
Yes, okay.
That's the only show you have now?
Next month there will be Moving Futures Festival in Groningen, Theater. And yes, there will be a series of works from young makers. And on Sunday there will be also.
Kan je vanaf nu beginnen dan zoom ik in?
Zijn er nog vragen? Ja.
What do you like about your job?
What do I like about it? I like that it's challenging, so it's not easy. And I like that every week is completely different. Today I'm in Leeuwarden. Tomorrow I'm actually in Amsterdam. Monday I'm in Utrecht. Well, you know, like sometimes I meet people, I have to travel abroad. I have to stay in Holland, go to Rotterdam. So I like very much that it's a lot of people, it's a lot of different places, things. This excites me. I don't think I can survive in an office in the same place forever. I can do it for a year.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I think he needs a big applause. Wel, super. Dan gaan we gewoon het Nederlands over.
Ja?
Hebben jullie leuk gevonden? Ja. Wat opgepikt? Volgens mij wel. Het zag er mooi uit. Zijn goede dansers, hè?
Ja, echt goed.
Ja. Ja, die hebben we hier wel. Giulio, dankjewel.
Hard werkers, hè?
Oh, 3 close?
Zie je dat? In de zon.
3 close?
Mensen
Op die man?
Een Fries cadeautje voor jou. Het is voor jullie allemaal hoor. Voor jullie ook voor Hildegard. Eentje voor jou en eentje voor Hildegard.
Oké.
Chocolaatjes, koekjes, snoepjes.
Oké.
Neem het mee en deel het met je hele clubteam.
Oké.
Thank you so much.
Nee, Dim. I'll try. Dankjewel.
Fijn dat je er was. Ja,
Ja.
fantastisch.
Ja.
Nou, we hebben het... we hebben alles op kunnen nemen. Het ging met het geluid op mis aan het begin, maar uiteindelijk is het allemaal wel gelukt. Dus voor een deel zal het misschien wat zonder geluid zijn, maar de rest is allemaal met geluid. Jullie horen ofwel van mij, jullie ofwel via Gritine, wanneer het online staat, dat je terug kan kijken en kan laten zien. Super dat jullie er allemaal waren. Echt hartstikke fijn. Fantastisch. Jullie hebben echt mooi gewerkt.
Met z'n drieën.
Ja, dat is echt superleuk. En het is ook leuk om dit project een beetje te delen ook met
Ja, ik ben normaal een juf, dus het is wel een beetje raar.
Ja.
Leuk.
Ja. Nou, we hebben een lekkere zaterdag nog. Het is heel mooi weer buiten, dus ik ga er lekker van genieten. Dank voor jullie komst. En het verzoek is om niet te veel te talmen, noemen ze dat, in Oud-Nederlands. Maar niet te lang, maar een beetje snel je spullen te pakken, want we mochten al iets langer doorwerken, maar ze willen hier ook allemaal graag naar huis. Dus, ja.
Alright.
Dank jullie wel.